Hey friends, good morning. It's more than halfway through October. The leaves are turning here in lovely Connecticut, southern New England, and it is currently 77 degrees. You're here on Drive Time Not Radio on the Facebook Lives if you're watching. And I'm listening to a little Celtic Fiddle this morning. I just finished listening to the West Wing podcast, which was about one of my favorite episodes, the introduction of Ainsley Hayes. If you're a fan of the show, then you should be a fan of the West Wing podcast. It's a lot of fun. So I want to complain at you for 2 seconds because it is too hot. And I'm not entirely sure of this, but I think it's Al Gore's fault. And he invented both the internet and global warming. I think I forgot my disclaimer. Nearly everything I say is false. But that isn't. That one is not. Al Gore is definitely to blame. Alright, that's enough complaining, even though it's too hot for me. It's a beautiful day again. It's a little overcast, but I live in New England and I can't help but talk about the weather. And I can't complain too much. It's going to be a good day, I hope. I hope you're going to have a good day. I'm just wanted to talk to you as I drive into work here, stuck in traffic. I saw an alert a moment ago that there's an accident out ahead of me someplace. I'm going to try an alternate route in a minute. I hope everybody's okay over there. But it happens pretty frequently here in the Connecticut corridor between New Haven and Stamford, whether or not you're on I-95 or Route 15, the Merritt Parkway, which is where I am right now. It's a beautiful road. I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's all trees and loveliness. And so I feel like that's a pretty nice way to drive to work, even if it does take forever and I'm surrounded by other cars. So, what are you guys thinking about today? I hope you're all making fun stuff and creating things and enjoying your day-to-day, doing whatever it is that you do. Yesterday I talked a little bit about not getting yourself too psyched up, not worrying about whether or not you're going to get that A. Today I want to talk about how important it is to just get started. Now this is something I need to remember because I will frequently look at a project, be excited about it, start planning it in my head, and then never actually sit down and do the thing. It's a problem. It's a little, probably part procrastination, part being a silly monkey, and part fear. Just, what if it's no good? What if I can't realize the vision in my head? Well, I want you to know that you're going to realize a vision. You're going to realize what you are doing is making something new. Even if you're deriving from something else. Even if you're doing fan art or fan fiction or a cover song or a whatever. You're still making something new. You're looking at it in a way that no one else has ever looked at it before because no one else ever could have, because no one else has been you. Sorry, Buddhists. And or anyone else who is a fan of the reincarnation. Even so, that's sort of a simplification of reincarnation. Even they don't think that you're you over and over again. Each life has its own experiences, so there's something to that. But the point is, you can make something. I can make something. I'm making this. Nobody else is making this right now, and I think you can make something too. Whatever it is, whatever you like to make, and don't worry about if it's good, because that's subjective. It's all subjective. Every critic, every reviewer. I shouldn't use the word critic because that is something else. That's an intellectual discussion of the themes of a piece of work, not about the quality of the work. Criticism is about the content of the work, and I support criticism because it enhances the dialogue about a piece. But review I have a problem with review when it comes to art, because art is subjective by its very nature. It's created by an individual. It's created for that individual and for the audience to look at, and each member of the audience to take a piece of emotional truth out of it. That's the essence of what the creation of art is, if you ask me. It's another subjective thing. So when you talk about a reviewer, and I'm talking about them all, Yelp reviewers, movie reviewers, Rotten Tomatoes, or the New York Sunday Times, all of it is asking one person to take their subjective point of view and use that subjective point of view to tell someone else. I have an issue with that, because every person's subjective point of view is going to be different, and once you turn subjective point of view into revenue, into quote-unquote content, something with which I am extremely familiar, what you've done is you've taken away the intellectual argument, and you've made it about how can I get people energized in one direction or another? How can I polarize them? How can I say, I'm back? I lost this for a minute there. As I was saying, you have to force people to say thumbs up or thumbs down, or 5 stars or 1 star, or if they're feeling like they're going to equivocate, 3 stars. But that is not valuable to the audience, not really, because an audience member should be able to take in a piece of art and make their own subjective judgment of it. You don't have to like everything. My basic bar for art is, did it make me feel something? It's not as simplistic as did I laugh or did I cry, but there's a little bit of that. Did I get angry? Did I feel something? Or did I think about something? Did it trigger the gut instinct, or did it trigger the intellectual again? Or both. Oh man, that was a long one. Sorry about that. I'm sure I dropped a bunch here, but did it trigger something for you? And I'm not using that in the other sense of being triggered about an emotional trauma, but rather in the sense of, did it make you feel or think, or both? And that's why you don't have to worry about making the thing. That's why you don't have to worry about making a piece of art, a piece of craft, a piece of whatever. Make it. Because if you're making it, it makes you feel. And if your person that sees it feels something too, then you've added something to their life, and that's pretty good. The only thing you don't want to be is banal. And there's no way to judge banality unless you don't have it. So make the thing as truthfully as you can. Make it as honestly as you can. Make it as much about the emotion that you feel as you can. And that's the best you're going to do. It's never going to be better than that. That's what Picasso did. People love him. I love him. Not everybody loves him, but I love him because he put so much of himself and so much of his own I don't speak enough Spanish to use a Spanish word here, but it'd be great if I could. He put so much of his own in there, and you can feel it, or I can feel it. And that's what I look for when I watch a movie or read a book or look at a piece of art or watch a magician perform. Or I don't look for that with ventriloquists because I don't like them. I don't know why. It's subjective. Sorry, ventriloquists. I think you're lovely people. I think you're creating something cool. It's just not for me. Anyway, I digress, as I always do. I'm running out of time here on Ken's Drive Time Not Radio as I get close to the office. But I'm going to go into the office and do my best to make some stuff. Maybe not churn out some content. Maybe just make some stuff. I'll write things. I'll express a thought or two. We'll see what happens. But